Hello, good morning. This is J. Richard Varvel, coming to you live today at 11 via Facebook Live. Welcome to the JRV Morning Show. I am your host, and I'm super excited to have you here with me this morning. Today is day 2, and I'm excited to see if we have any callers today. I did put out a couple of posts in order to let people know. This week I'm kind of looking at it as a little bit of a slow start, although who knows, because we're live and this could go any way. So thank you so much for joining me today. Just so all of you know, the call-in number, I did give it yesterday incorrectly on the video. It is correct in the comments, but I gave it incorrectly in the video. So it just so everyone knows, it's 661-800 5875. Awesome. I'll be going back over that throughout the show, just so that way as people start to join us, you'll be able to know which number to call in when it's time for readings. Right now, while we are just getting started, it is time to put on one of my oils. I love doing that in the morning. It just gives me a chance to just take a moment with myself and to nurture myself in a way that only essential oils can do. Although that is not the only way to nurture yourself, for sure. There's so many ways to do that. And our bodies and our spirits are super excited whenever we do it, whichever way we choose to do it. Again, I'm going to be putting on an oil, and today's blend is Rising Isis. This blend was the second blend I made, and hello, welcome. Today, Rising Isis is the second blend that I made, and it's all about uncovering and revealing your energy. And that I talked about because it's very important to remember that we are not our thoughts, we aren't the drama that we might be experiencing or the pain that we might be experiencing at any given time. Those are just experiences for us to have. And so this particular blend really allows for you to get in touch with the deep, deep self that is within you, that wants to come out and play, that has unconditional love and an unlimited amount of unconditional love for everyone. There's no limits on that. So there's no need to worry about, I'm loving this particular community too much or this particular community not enough. We don't have to play that game. We can just love each other, and we don't have to worry about there being not enough love to go around. Okay, so again, I put the blend on my wrists to keep it out of your eyes, and you want to take in a good, nice, deep breath. This one really just, I feel like, makes me come to life. Something about the peppermint that comes through. It doesn't come through as a sweetness. It just comes through as this kind of like pow for me. That really just puts a smile on my face and just kind of really reinvigorates my energy. So, this show, I feel like I want to talk about what it's all about and why I decided to do it. And one of the biggest reasons is I really wanted to start developing a community for all of us to start coming together. Those of us that are about unconditional love, and those of us that are all about getting to know ourselves on a much deeper level. And and it's really about a place to share ideas. I want this to be a place to share ideas. I want it to be a safe place to do that. And I also wanted a space where I could offer readings to those that would like to call in. So again, that call-in number, because we're getting ready to do that, is 661-800-5875 if you'd like to call in for a reading. So before we get to our 11-11 meditation, I wanted to go back to last week for just a moment and give a shout out to Spa Tracy. She owns Relax Spa and Beauty in Burbank, and I was able to go visit her last week and do a demo experience with my Sacred Essential Oil blends, and it was truly awesome. Being able to share it with Tracy. She's someone that I really look up to. I see her as a mentor and as a friend, and we go way back to when I worked at Warner Brothers. My sister actually met her first, and there was another location in Burbank over off of Hollywood Way. Now she's located on Olive downtown in downtown Burbank. And purchased some of her products, used some of her products, also had some facials done with her, and was really able to get somewhere different with healing her face. And I started going as well because Crystal was having such a great experience, and I truly just felt so cared for in Tracy's space. Whether it's Tracy doing the facial or if it's one of the other staff members, they're all amazing. She does a tremendous job making sure that all of her staff is trained at a certain level to make sure that everybody has that fantastic experience where they can come and feel nurtured and supported and loved and taken care of in however long they happen to spend at the spa. So anyways, I highly recommend checking out Relax Spa and Beauty if you're looking for any kind of esthetician services. There's all kinds of like new masks and treatments that do all kinds of amazing things. As well as massage therapy is also available there, and I do believe there are some energy services such as Reiki. So back to last week. I was able to go and demo my oils for her, and it was truly an experience we took together in the afternoon, and it was really an opportunity for us to, for me, to share the oils with Tracy, but it gave Tracy an opportunity to take a journey with the oils, and so she was able to pick up on the intuitive nuances of the oils, and she really enjoyed them, and I will be posting her comment. She did make a comment on the page. I'll be posting it in this comment for the live feed, just so that way you can see in her words her experience. I just didn't want to go any further without mentioning that before we get further than a week out. So again, thanks so much, Tracy. I had so much fun, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Now it's 11:08, and I want to be more conscious of the time, only because yesterday I blew right past the 11:11 time frame for the meditation. So before we get started, because so far we do not have any calls coming in, which is totally fine. But just so you guys know, I am kind of tired of talking about myself, and I would love to have a caller so we can interact, just so you know. But right now, I just want to take this moment to really ease into the meditation space. So let's, I know right now I don't believe I have anyone joining me live, but if you are watching this after the fact, let's take a few deep breaths together. Let's do one more. This is the space I like to reside in most of the time, or if not all the time. And if I happen to get out of balance, and I really want to be careful here, because getting fired up, getting, being mad and angry, those are all emotions, and I feel like all emotions are meant to be experienced. Like, there aren't any emotions that are necessarily off limits. I feel like if we only let ourselves experience certain emotions, then I find that most people end up stuffing all the rest, and then they eventually come out in some other form at some other time, and usually it's not very convenient. So Again, nothing's wrong with what's going on right now. I feel like as much as it's very polarizing and that can be very scary, and it can raise the level of uncertainty, it can be very unsettling. I feel like I've been kind of like on a little bit of a caffeine buzz when I tune into the collective energy. It's just kind of buzzing at this very high rate right now because of all this emotion. There's so much emotion and so here's the positive thing that I see about that. I see so many people expressing how they feel, and I think that that's fantastic. Not that I didn't see that before the election, but I feel like people are really expressing how they feel, and that is so important because that's the only other way that we're going to teach one another how the other sees it, the other. Really, but it's all us. But see, when it's us and them, and we're all fighting against one another, it's so easy to just get myopically focused on my views and then, put out this kind of energy that, fuck off to everyone else. And I'm just looking out for me. But see what happens when we do that, then it doesn't really create win-wins for everybody. And I feel like we have the ability to create win-wins. Like this could turn out great, but it's up to us to do that. So right now, before I go any further, it's 11:11. So everybody, I would like you to close your eyes. And right now we're joining all the rest of the beings of light, all the other individuals that have decided to tune in at 11:11 and to meditate and take this time to clear the mind, as well as to send out loving vibrational energies. Okay, so again, we're going to grow roots from the base of our spine and the bottoms of our feet down into the center of Mother Earth. This is assisting in our grounding. You can do this at different points throughout the day. This really allows you to connect with the earth, remember that you are connected to the earth, and open yourself up to any guidance that might want to come through from her, as well as clear out and release any stressful energies that might be being carried around in your energy field. And right now, it's hard to get away from that, only because I feel like any form of social media or television is really it's very volatile. It's very high energy. There's a lot of drama. There's a lot of hurt feelings. There's a lot of opinions flying around, and there's a lot of people talking at one another. And then there are some people that are actually wanting to communicate how they feel, as well as join together collectively to create new ways to go about living this thing called life. That for me, the intention would be that work better for everybody, and that is possible. It's hard to imagine from a place of separation, and when our limiting beliefs want to keep us separate, keep us apart from the whole, for whatever reason. But those are the illusions. Those are really, that's really not true. Yet at the same time, it is showing how powerful our thoughts can be at creating our reality and making us feel separated and feel all by ourselves, or feel like our voice isn't being heard. And let me tell you, the media is truly amazing at maximizing polarity, only because, anyways, we're not going to get into that. So now, in order to really place a calming energy out into the universe, and a vibration that allows people to go beyond the drama, go beyond the polarity, and to be able to see the bigger picture, and to be able to tune into their internal guidance system, and then from there decide what is the best heart-guided action to do from here. I'm not about action. I'm not about inaction. But at the same time, I am about heart-guided action, so that way it comes from a place that is balanced and from unconditional love, and that is from guidance that is from the part of you that is all-knowing, that is that is connected to the whole, that is aware of the inner workings and outer workings of how this freaking reality all works. Because let me tell you, thank goodness we have that, because our mind just can't keep up with all the possibilities, all the variables. It's far too much for our mind to handle. So right now, I would like you to imagine the violet flame. And I would just like you to imagine the violet flame or the violet ray, that violet color, everywhere, on everything, over everything, through everything. It is penetrating inside and out the entire Earth, the entire solar system, the entire universe. The things that are going on here on planet Earth are affecting the entire universe. And that's why I like to blow up and go outward. Because our energy right here, as hard as it may be to believe, is affecting the whole. So again, envision the violet flame. Envision it all. Don't forget to envision it throughout your entire body and energy field. And we're just going to stay in this place for about a minute or two. Just allowing the violet flame to work. I see it as God's grace. I see it as a transformational fire that allows us to burn up anything that is less than love, any baggage that we're ready to let go of, any a layer of the onion that we're ready to release, so we can step into ourselves in bigger and more grand ways. The violet flame is so great at assisting in that alchemical process, raising our vibration. And as we raise our vibration, what's so important about that is that it brings us into the present moment, which is really where all of our power is in any given present moment, not in the past, not in the future. It's right now. As well as it is great for clarity, peace, that understanding that goes beyond explanation of the mind, and of the way current mass consciousness may see what's going on. Again, we're taking this time to visualize the violet ray, the violet flame, the violet color. It all works the same in an energetic sense. And as we're finishing up here, know that you can use this violet flame as much as you want. You can use this if you find yourself in any kind of stressful situation, any place where you feel if you find yourself in a hopeless space. I mean, it works. And one of the things that I have to say, though, is it works best when you use it consistently. And I have to say that that's with anything, just like an exercise program or any kind of meditation program. We are able to see far more results when we do something consistently than if we were to just show up, for example, to the gym one day and work out really hard, but then that's it. So the power is in the consistency. All right, we're going to go ahead and wiggle fingers and toes. And I'm going to have you come back into your body if you have journeyed anywhere. Thank you so much for joining me. I am going to go ahead and end the show a little bit early today. I have the time slot open until 11:30 because I want to be available for anybody that would like to call in to have a reading, as well as to discuss current energy flows, or current events, actually. Although that just reminded me, so current energy flows. So one of the things I like to do, it's completely not necessary to use an oracle deck, but I do like to use them because I feel like it's a fun way to have a physical representation of what the universe would like to communicate, or at least focus on. And so right now, just so you guys can see, this oracle deck is all, it's art, it's fractal art, and I know they're kind of reversed. But anyhow, each one has its own meaning, and the author of the deck is Cheryl Lee Harnish, and she created a booklet that goes with each deck, and I combined 2 decks together for this. They're both they both like to work together, at least for me. And so I'm gonna go ahead and just so everyone can see, I need to do this to where I can't even see, because I can see through the screen. We're gonna shuffle the cards, and I'm tuning in to see what wants to come through for the global energy flows at this time. Oh, and this card jumped out at us, and it's opening. So, interesting, opening. And then, you know what, I feel like I see that because here's what I see in the current energy flows. And like I talked about a little bit earlier in the video, right now things are very polarizing. We have people way over here, and we have people way over here, and we have lots of people in between. But the media really likes to play it as if we're over here and over here only. And so that's one thing, is to realize not everyone is polarized as it may seem or feel like. And there's a lot of assumptions being made as well, because of when we're polarized, we're not able to see it from the other person's point of view. It's like we're so engrossed in our own point of view that it really blocks us from being able to see anybody else's. And again, seeing everybody else's doesn't mean you need to agree with everybody else. It just means that it's good to know, you know, knowledge is power. It's just good to know what else is going on out there. And it's also good to remind ourselves that A, we're not the only ones, and B, there are a lot of different variables, there's a lot of different peoples, and everybody has their own viewpoint. And the other part that's tricky is we've collectively been forced, especially in the United States, for this election, and not just this election, any election, but it's just very apparent because this one just happened, that we are stuck basically with 2 choices. Yes, you can write in a third party, or you can write in Mickey Mouse, and from what I hear, Mickey Mouse is actually the #1 write-in and usually the winner for president. And I haven't done enough research to specifically know how true that is, but really, that I don't know, that says something to me. So right now, I feel like the opening it's an opportunity for us all to be more open, to be more receptive to other ideas, to begin having conversations with one another, not talking at one another. So that way we can share ideas, we can share where we're coming from, and we can put out there what we would like to see, and then we can collectively come together and create something that works better for all of us. I know win-win situations are available for all of us, and I feel like that's what this opening card is all about. It is available, but we have to work together in order to get there. It's not something that one person can do all that by themselves. Hillary wasn't the one that was going to do it. Trump isn't the one that is going to do it all by himself. There's a whole country of millions and millions of people here, and that's just talking about the United States, that are creating this reality. We're doing it together. Okay, so anyways, that's today's current energy flow. We're in this together. There is an opening for love and light and compassion, and there is a way to create win-win situations for all of us where we can all feel safe and supported and loved on this beautiful planet. And I just know it's possible, and I feel like me choosing that card today is that confirmation of that. Thank you again for joining me today on this morning's JRV morning show, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Love and light to you all.